Hello everyone. In this video, I will explain the concept of error recovery in LL parser. So here we call this method as panic mode error recovery, wherein the concept of discard logic is applied. What is discard logic? Here we simply keep on discarding the symbols which are not basically matching to the parsing table. So I will explain this in detail. The idea is given a grammar. We have constructed first set. We have constructed the follow set, and then we have also constructed the parser. In this parser, there will be some of the cells which will be empty. And as we know that if the control reaches to one of the empty cell during parsing, then it is declared as error. So how that error is handled is with this rule: place the symbols present in the follow of non-terminal into the sync set of non-terminal. Logically, we create another set called as sync set for each non-terminal, and we will just copy the symbols which are present in the follow set of that non-terminal. For example, if in the follow of some non-terminal X, there is a symbol A and B, then the sync set of X will be also A and B. Clear? If the entry is blank in the parsing table, then skip the input symbol from the string. So these are the two rules which will be applied when we do the panic mode error recovery using the discard logic in the LL parser. Okay, moving ahead, this is the grammar given where we have this we have already discussed when we talked about the concept of LL parsing, and we have also constructed the first follow set. Using first follow set, we have constructed the parsing table. In this parsing table, there are some entries which are blank. Okay. After we have completed the construction of parsing table, some of the entries are still blank. Now, what to do with such entries? Like we will take these non-terminals E, E dash, T, T dash F. Okay. We will take their follow set. Okay. And in the follow set of E, for example, it is closing bracket and dollar, we will write the keyword sync. Okay. So here you can see that the keyword sync is written in the follow set of E. Uh, so in the follow set of E dash, already the entries are there. So there is no possibility of writing the sync set. Similarly, in the follow set of T, if you see the sync uh, keyword written, it is written in plus, closing bracket and dollar. So plus, closing bracket and dollar. And similarly in the remaining non-terminals. Okay. So basic rule is error recovery after modifying the parsing table is as follows. First is if the parser looks up the entry, for example, non-terminal with E and something like plus symbol, and this blue locations are blank. So E with plus is blank, then the input symbol is simply skipped. So we will not process that input symbol. For example, if you find E on the stack, plus is coming through input, resulting in blank, then skip plus. If entry is sync here, okay, then the non-terminal on the top of the stack is popped, and then the parsing is continued. So there are two basic ideas. One is skipping the input symbol, and one is the popping of non-terminal. Okay. One is skipping the input symbol and one is the popping of non-terminal. Okay. If the token on the top of the stack does not matches with the input symbol, then we pop the token from the stack. So logically, it is the idea of just continuing the parsing even if there is a error. So let's move ahead and see how the parsing is performed. So up to some extent, we have already discussed this. There is an input, there is a stack, and then the operation. So first symbol which is operated with E is ID, and E with ID is what? E derives to TE dash. Okay. So E with ID is E derives to TE dash. Hence, we will push TE dash in the reverse order on the stack. T with ID is T derives to FT dash. Push that FT dash. F with ID is simply ID. So push ID on the stack. ID matches. So pop ID. Now T dash with asterisk. Okay. So T dash with asterisk is asterisk ft dash. So asterisk ft dash is added. Asterisk match pop. Now there is a point f with plus. Okay. So what is f with plus? So f with plus is sync. It means that you are allowed to pop the symbol f from the stack and continue the parsing. This is the important point which everybody should understand and note. And then the parsing continues with t dash and plus. So what is t dash and plus is epsilon. Replace that with epsilon. E dash with plus is continue. So in this way, the parsing continues further even if there is a error. Hope you understand this idea. So there are 2 points to take in this presentation. One is if the entry is reaching to blank symbol, then skip the input symbol which is coming from the string. Okay. And if there is a sync, then remove the stack symbol. So one is skip the input and one is remove the stack. Okay. Hope you understand this and solve some examples using this idea. Thank you.